All right, YouTube. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports. Auburn, we're going to get into it today. Man, the media does not like Auburn's chances to have a successful season. And maybe they may be on to something. As a matter of fact, well, let's do this first. Let's do some housekeeping first. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also become a member of the page. We're upgrading that portion of the channel as well. Definitely appreciate the support. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Now, leave in the comment section. Let's go ahead and fire this comment section up to, where we can talk about the possible outcome of Auburn, because it's just not really looking positive on the media forefront. Now, a lot of fans actually, I think Catholic Redneck, one of the subscribers, he even threw the whole 4-8 thing out there. That seems to be a number that has been the general consensus among the media as the worst case scenario for Auburn this year. And some have even stamped it that this is pretty much what Auburn is going to do. Part of the reason is the media is really not big on Brian Harsin. I mean, they just don't like him. During his situation where it looks like he was going to be up out of here, I mean, they did not pull any punches during that period of time. It was almost like a wish that Brian Harsin would be terminated when you talk about the media. Every media outlet, these are Brian Harsin's last days. Any day now, Auburn is going to make the decision on whether he'll be there or not, all this other stuff, every week, every day. And it drilled a negative perception of Brian Harsin over and over and over. You see this every day. Brian Harsin, the administration is going to make a decision soon. Brian Harsin being fired is inevitable. I mean, you start to pound that over a period of time. I mean, eventually it's going to stick. Also, Alabama is the dominant team, obviously, in the state of Alabama. And, it could be hypothesized that they control the media as well to a certain degree. And, these narratives continue to be pushed. Okay, so 4-8, though. You have to go all the way back to the 60s to see when Auburn actually had a 4-loss year. Which is not really relevant, to be fair, but that's the last time that actually happened, since we're talking the whole 4-8 thing. Usually when Auburn is bad, they either lose 5 games or they lose 3. I mean, they either win 5 games or they win 3. That's usually kind of where that lies. So, 4-8, though, it's just hard to fathom a team that, yeah, they haven't decided the quarterback. The offensive line is a question mark. Defensive line, the defense has some inexperience in some real crucial positions, especially at the linebacker position. That's going to be pretty interesting to see how that turns out. And offense, pretty much a non-event last year, averaging 28 points per game, and a lot of that was inflated by the Akron and Alabama State game. So offensive production definitely has to happen. Defense definitely has to, create some opportunities as well. And then you look at the schedule. The schedule is not all that kind either. You got Mercer, San Jose State, Western Kentucky. Not a lot of room for error for Auburn, really. If they really don't secure the bag, so to speak, within the first few games of the year, you could very well be looking at a 4-8 season for the Auburn Tigers, or maybe worse. I don't see it happening. We're going to talk in another video about, record projections for the Auburn Tigers. You got guys, they're working really hard down there. And Got a brand new staff. It's just going to be this probably, of the years I've been doing this might be the hardest season, the most difficult season to predict. I mean, I just, it's so many factors. You got teams that are recruiting better. You got upgrades in coaching staffs, upgrades in facilities. You just have so many different factors that are going into teams performing a lot better than they have in the past. I mean, you got the Mississippi schools that are going to be tough. You know, Mississippi State really started to pour it on. Had that huge comeback against Auburn. Ole Miss goes to a New Year's Six Bowl. One of their losses to Auburn. Let me know what you think about this video. Auburn going 4-8 possibly. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.